Welcome back, everyone, here to Brax Talk. Today, got a very special video for you guys. We are going to be talking about Bryan Reynolds, and does a Bryan Reynolds trade to the Yankees make sense? In my opinion, it makes a ton of sense. But we're going to be talking about Bryan Reynolds, the latest rumors on Bryan Reynolds, and we're going to get all into it. So, Christian, what is your stance on Bryan Reynolds and the possibility of him getting traded to the Yankees?
Obviously, I would love it, Ryan. Now, the reason the Bryan Reynolds rumors are starting to heat up is because John Morosi tweeted out that the Yankees are in contact with the Pirates about Bryan Reynolds, which we kind of already knew before. Something on the Carton and Roberts show, they were talking about that. So we have speculated this for a while, and there was even stuff going on at the beginning of the offseason. So, we knew about this. This is more a tweet just confirming that. And it makes sense for Brian Cashman. We know how he is. He said it before. He's not going to leave a stone unturned. But what John Morosi said was one of the holdups in the talks were that the Pirates are looking for a star starting pitcher to sort of frontline the deal. And the Yankees don't necessarily have that. Their top three prospects, Dominguez, Volpe, Peraza, all position players. So that's sort of the holdup right now in the deal. And of course, we don't know how close they are. They're probably not even that close. But I think in terms of just starting talks, that's what the Pirates are looking for, and the Yankees don't really have that to offer. Now, there's other routes to go. There's also a 3-team trade, or if the Yankees just throw a bunch of prospects.
By Morosi saying this, that doesn't mean the Yankees are not going to get Reynolds, or that takes them out of the question. No, not at all. The Yankees can get the deal done. I mean, their position player prospects are really, really, really good. And the Pirates would certainly be interested in them. They just, I think, would prefer a high-end, starting pitching prospect. But if you can throw in some depth, you can maybe throw in a guy like Luis Gil, or you can, you could supplement it in different ways. You can definitely get the deal done. So the Yankees are still very much in play. They really, really want this guy. So they're very much in play. And this will not affect, them getting the deal done or not.
Yeah. In terms of Bryan Reynolds, I certainly think that the Yankees need to go after another impact bat. And I say this all the time, and, I kind of feel like a broken record, and maybe just a greedy Yankee fan, they re-signed Judge, and they got Carlos Rodon. But look at what was the problem with the Yankees in the playoffs last year. I know that was 4 games, but even the Guardians series, the offense wasn't great. Well, it wasn't horrible, but the whole playoff, throughout the whole playoffs, the offense wasn't that great. And what have the Yankees done to improve that? They've lost Benintendi. So I think a Bryan Reynolds, I know some people they kind of don't like the idea of giving up Dominguez or a Volpe, because we've hyped these guys up so much and we're excited to see them. But for me, it's if the Pirates want 2 of those guys and we can get a deal done, it is a no-brainer. Because the Yankees window, if you get Bryan Reynolds, you'll have him for control for the next 3 years, and hopefully you could extend him. But the Yankees window, probably the next 5 or 6 years. And their real window is the next 3 years even. You'll have Judge, Cole, Rodon, Stanton. They're all going to be at their best in the next few years. So I don't hate the idea of going all in and trading for a really good player like Bryan Reynolds.
Yeah, absolutely. If not now, then when? All right. Yeah. It's, I feel like you're getting that feeling like, all right, this might be time. I mean, have the Yankees re-sign Judge, and then they bring in Carlos Rodon. You're getting that feeling, all right, it might be time. And remember the report that we got not so long ago, Christian, that the Yankees are in the works of making a bigger move than getting Carlos Rodon. They're working on something bigger. The only thing I could really think of right now, off the top of my head, is a trade for Bryan Reynolds, and we know how much the Yankees like this guy. Also, today's Thursday, Cashman was getting interviewed, and he said that an opposing GM reached out to him this morning to talk about a potential trade. We don't know if that's Bryan Reynolds. We don't know if it's some other team. Who knows? But I definitely think the Yankees are going to give the Pirates, I think they're going to give them an offer. And I think they're going to do the best they can to bring in Bryan Reynolds, because he would be an absolute game changer for that lineup and would make that Yankees lineup a lot scarier than it already is.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, switch hitter, solid defense. He does play center field, but you'd move him to left, assuming you have a hitter in center. I just think it makes too much sense, and we've seen the Yankees hold on to their prospects for a while now. At the end of the day, we get this connection to prospects like Volpe, comparing them to the next Jeter and stuff, but at the end of the day, they're just prospects, right? They haven't even taken a major league at bat. So if you can get one of those guys for giving up 2 of your prospects, doesn't matter how good they are, you got to do it, because this is a guy that can put you pretty much on par with the Astros going into next season.